Hey, this is Horror Studio One coming to you once again with the live stream. Sorry, I look really tired today. There's just been a lot of stuff coming up, and sorry about before about the live streams not appearing on every Wednesday and Friday. Today's a Saturday, but for those who could make it, I want to thank you all for being able to make it to the stream. There is a reason why I've been posting the stream at different times, and that all the times have been so messed up. All the questions will be answered in tomorrow's video. I actually made a video addressing this issue about the live streams and the time and all that stuff and what's been going on in my life recently, because there has been a crazy change. Many changes have happened, and you guys will get to know all of it in tomorrow's YouTube video that I'm uploading. So without further ado, thank you guys all for coming. Today we're going to have the same format, a little shorter again. You guys will understand tomorrow when the video comes up. But regardless, yeah, let's start the stream. I sent links to a bunch of people. There's already someone in here with us. But before we get to that person with their own true ghost story, let's go to one that a fan sent me. And I'm going to narrate this for them. And we're going to go from there. And then we're going to just have a good time. And might be a little bit shorter today, the stream, because exams are also coming up for me. So, yeah. It's almost 8 right now, so I'm guessing around 9-ish. I'll do a Q&A or something like that. And let's just put it like this. All right, that's better. I'm just going to narrate a story from a fan, and then we're going to get to the other people's stories as we go. All right, let's go. So this one is actually from the Undecided Koala, who came a bunch of weeks ago on my stream. So I'm just going to narrate this for them. So I was on a live stream a while back. I told a story about the ghost girl, Emily. I have another, and the reason I'm telling you this is because more things have been happening. I'll start with a bit about me. As I stated, I've always been connected to the spirit world, but I also can see somewhat into the future. It's pretty simple. I'll dream of a conversation or a thing that will happen, and usually forget about it until the things happen. But sometimes I do remember the dream, and when it does happen, I tense up because everything is exact to the dream. From the clothes, to the words, place, and even the words. It's never been something bad. It's always simple things like a conversation, or a place I see on vacation. This will be more important later. So my parents split up, and I was forced to leave my childhood where Emily, the ghost girl, was at. My mom bought this new house, not even 10 minutes away from the old one. I've always heard things since we moved in, but I just usually shrug it off. Then came the night I slept in my living room by myself. I don't remember a lot of the night because it was a year or two ago, but I was on my phone laying on my couch, and I saw it. The faceless thing in a suit. I'm pretty calm in intense and scary situations, so I played it off like I was imagining things, but I started seeing it more and more whenever I was on that couch. And it was always like examining me. It will stand a few feet away from me but lean towards me, and if I look at it, it will either disappear or go to the corner of the living room and watch me more. I no longer sleep downstairs because it only appears when I'm alone, and that rarely happens now. I've had too many creepy experiences to be alone down there, and it's always dark out. But add to the creepiness factor, it looks like my brother and I. It has my brother's figure and height, but my brown hair. Guess who doesn't used to sleep? Guess who used to also sleep on that couch? My brother. Okay, so there's another thing, and there was a crazy-ass picture of a faceless man in a suit, so that's pretty creepy as well. So we have a bunch of other people. Everybody, if you guys come in, can you guys please mute your mics, and we'll go from there. So we have, yeah, that's a creepy story by our friend Undecided Koala, who came a few weeks ago. We have a bunch of people in here that came for a while. Thank you guys for coming on a Saturday. I know a lot of people may have been busy. I'm super busy, but thank you for coming. We have 3 of them all all ladies in here with us. So if we can, let's start the stories actually. Let's first go to Silverwolf because she came in first. Hey, how old are you and where are you from?
I'm 11 and from New Mexico.
You've been here before, but what kind of a
Mhm.
story do you have for us today?
I have a story of my crazy friend. So, I have this little group of friends that are all around the same age group that I met when I was with my dad across the state. And we all have a little group chat online on Kik, and we all knew each other, and I met him, and he goes by the name Hawkins Shadow Slayer, really.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
Name.
um, Yeah, I was 10 at the time and he was 12. And so we got into contact and he really enjoyed my company. And when we started Skyping, he said that he took a picture of me and showed it to his friends at school and said I looked 15. And ever since we started Skyping, he would always take a screenshot of my face and send it to me.
Hmm. Okay.
So I, and then one day he started bringing religion into the count, which I am Christian, I have my beliefs, that's it. And he started saying, oh, that Satan is a good guy, like, oh, he does good things, like, oh, God is the real enemy. Then I'm like, nope. So I blocked him, and then later on, he just disappeared for about a year. Then he came back, and boy, oh boy, did he change. He started saying that was doing spells to turn into a demon,
Right.
which I don't personally believe that you can transform into something else by spells. Like I believe you can be possessed, but not turning into a demon. Then I'm like, oh, is that so? Then he's like, yeah. I also grew a pair of wings, and I cut them off and then grew them back again. And
So you'd be
he
like a Mothman.
yeah, and he just started saying all these lies and saying like, oh, this like group like AWTOK, which stands for Always Watching the Other Kind. He said he got captured by them, then he like killed everyone there, then escaped. And it basically just sounds like the government, which I've actually searched it before, and it appears on the SCP Foundation site, which we all know that's probably not real. And he was like, yeah, I got captured and all that stuff. Then I'm like, oh, really? Then he's like, I don't care if I get captured as long as there's food and hot girls there. Then I'm like, okay. So then he got kicked out of our group because he was too obnoxious and like being a bully to everyone. And then he started spreading rumors about everyone to everyone we know, like saying, oh, how we're the government and we're always watching everybody. And this one day, I introduced him to my friend Lilith, and now me and her were like best friends for a while, and he started like saying how fat she was, even though he never knew her. And so he started trying to act all intimidating, and at this time he was 13, and by this time I'm pretty sure everyone went through a phase where like they thought they could like become supernatural. He never grew out of that. He claims he is astrally related to someone and that he can get into your mind and read what you're thinking and that he can teleport and thinking like me and my friend Lilith, we were once sharing our paranormal experiences with him. Then all of a sudden, he started having paranormal experiences, like seeing demons. And I'm like, okay. And he once said to me, you should be afraid of me. How dare you cheat on me? When I'm like, we were dating? And he was like, yeah. Then like, okay, I never knew this. And he's like, well, you're pretty stupid if you didn't. Then I'm like, oh, okay, excuse me. And he never stopped. And then he made this one rumor that I apparently got kidnapped by someone. And so, like, pretty much all of my friends blocked him.
Mm-hmm.
But then
So
he,
basically,
like,
just this really obnoxious guy, and he said he can shapeshift. The government captured him. He can see ghosts, a lot of stuff. But was there anything that he could prove to you that was paranormal, or was it just a?
He never proved anything to us because he said, like, oh, it wouldn't send. And he apparently one time went off to India
Hmm.
for some reason, and, like, he wouldn't send any live pictures. Like, it shows you if they're from gallery or from camera. And he sent it to my friend Broken, and she's like, she was quoting gallery. Then he's like, yeah. And he kept sending the same picture of, like, this dumpster.
Did it ever try to do anything crazy, like stalk you or physically do anything to you?
He actually threatened me that if I ever send any proof of him being a demon to anyone, that he would kill me. Then pretty much at this point, I sound like a bigger person to him because he says he weighs like 90 pounds. I'm 105 pounds, and he says he's like about 4 to 5 foot when I can like reach the pedals of a car.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's like, you will not see day or light. He's like, I am fear. I am fear. Then I'm like, yeah, that's why you're such a pussy. And he never talked to me for about a month ever since I said that. So I'm pretty sure I burned him on that. And then...
So seriously, do you actually believe that what he's saying is true, or do you think it's all false?
Because he can't really do anything. He's only 13.
Mm-hmm. So you think it's all his stuff, like his paranormal stuff? I mean, could it ever be true? Do you think? Is there an ounce of it that's real? Like, but you think it's all false?
I'm pretty sure most of it is all false because he's the type of person who he thinks he's like an alpha. Like, he thinks he can control everybody when, like, these other people. And one time, we had a new member in our group, which we met, and he would, like, talk to them. He would find a way to contact them and then say all this BS about us, and then he would, like, get them to copy our words and send them to us,
Right.
like, to try to scare us into thinking he was in our head.
All right. So, do you still have to see this guy a lot, or not much anymore?
Well, I moved out of that state because I was only visiting my dad for a while.
Right.
And he would just say a lot of crap to everybody. And, like, at this point, he says he's all alone and that he has no friends. And I'm like, I wonder why. And, he says he makes fake accounts.
So he's just a really disturbing person, but he hasn't really done anything to. I mean, if anything else happens, I mean, maybe just call the police. I mean, but you're in a different state now, so you shouldn't be able to find you or anything like that. So.
Yeah, and like he says all this stuff, like saying, "Oh, how we killed people," and like I'm like, well, then send us evidence of it, and he never does because
But maybe after saying his name here on the stream, he might find this and contact you back.
Yeah.
There's always that chance. Anyway, thank you so much for your story.
Mhm.
We'll go. Who? Do me one more favor. Who came in first? I didn't see. Ash or Sonia? You remember?
Ash first did, then Sonia, and then he left the group.
Okay, so Ash first.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. All right, so Ash, what kind of a story do you have? So we had a Let's Not Meet, I'm pretty sure. Or it could be paranormal, depends. Ash, how old are you and where are you from?
I'm from the U.S., I'm not saying where I live, and I'm 13 to 15 years old. I'm not actually going to say my age.
Okay, so 14. So, I don't know, I'm just guessing. 13 or 15. What kind of a story do you have? Do you have a Let's Not Meet or a ghost?
It's kind of like something small. I'm guessing it's a ghost, but there are kind of only a few things that happened to me from late 2015 to February 2016. So
what happened? What happened? Tell us.
In 2015, the first thing I've experienced was almost a year ago. State testing was going on, and I was in band class in the auditorium because we're testing, and the whole class was hearing the doors constantly banging, and it even got to a point where our band teacher asked us if anybody heard those noises, and pretty much the whole class said yes, but I don't know if it was kids who were testing using the bathrooms constantly. I don't know, but if it was, then I don't know why it would be though, because they
Right.
would have been in class the whole time.
So you guys heard it banging. Did you guys see it banging, or just you guys just?
No, we had to focus on our sheet music,
Mhm.
but it was most likely the bathroom doors or something. I
How
don't know. There's been an incident where a kid died in this school once, but that was way before I got in there. I was in elementary school at the time.
what happened with that dying kid? How did he die? Was it a murder?
He was killed. I'm not gonna say if he committed suicide or not because that will give some information and people could find out what school I'm talking about. So
Wow, I mean,
I'm not gonna get too into it.
you didn't even say your state, but then you're still afraid. I mean, it must be really big. The news must be really big or something.
Yeah, it kind of was in our state anyway.
Hmm.
But it was rumored that his ghost haunts the school and such, and I'll bring up more about him later. But then what I don't know is that when it was near the end of it was like the middle of class and I was playing my flute and I suddenly heard like well not really heard, I just meant that I saw some human look. It was like a shadow thing that looked like a human figure and it suddenly just flashed right in the corner of my eye, but that could have been excused as something imaginary, but I don't think it was because later on I heard a few other girls explain that they thought they saw the same thing just in an opposite color. So I don't think that was my imagination.
Is your school like really haunted? To be honest.
No, really, we've only heard of one kid who apparently haunts it, but I'm not sure. Anyway,
So
then
going back to your, I just want to going back to your story about the bathroom door slamming and stuff. How many kids were in your class that heard it besides you and the teacher?
basically the whole class. I don't remember how many kids were in there, but none of us left for the bathroom. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So what? So you have more about your school, man? Your school sounds pretty insane.
yeah, and then
I could do a whole video just on your school, man. What's up?
okay, so in December, I was in my math class, and the whole class wanted to talk about paranormal things. So, since at the time my whole class was full of boys and I was the only girl, I I was hearing these things about like the guys in my class. Example, one of them said that he was in the bathroom all alone and he heard the air conditioning things, like the little automatic hand dryer things, go off
Mm,
without anybody near him, and he immediately left the door because he wasn't wanting to mess with stuff.
mhm.
But the weird thing is, I went with the guys at the end of class, and I was just standing by the door since, I'm a girl, I can't really go into the guys' bathroom. Nothing much happened, but the guy said that they witnessed a handprint on the mirror when nobody was there, but I have no idea if they were lying or not because, of course, I couldn't see it.
Mhm. So
But
that's,
those were the only few instances at school.
you do have like a let's not meet story or something like that have ever happened to you, or you're safe?
Not really exactly me per se, but I did only experience a few little things.
Like what? Like what? Like what? I don't know.
Well,
Most of the people here listen to my videos. I know they always have these like crazy experiences, especially in the States, you know.
true.
So what's yours all about? Can you tell us or?
Yeah, there was there's two haunted houses from what I know that are in my city.
Hmm.
And on Halloween, I've heard that one of them was on a friend's street. Well, she isn't really a friend, but my friend and I had to go with her trick or treating for Halloween for whatever reason. And she started telling us that there was a haunted house on her street in which I didn't actually experience something, but I did see a figure in the house when she said it was abandoned at the time. So it was kind of creepy.
So I'm guessing you see ghosts quite often, even not in your school. So not haunted school, haunted life, dude. What's up with that? Come on.
Well, I only just saw a figure there, and then in February, I was at a party with my friend because it was her
Another one.
birthday at her house, and she started bringing up that a house a few houses down from her was allegedly haunted by a dad who murdered his wife and daughters there, and apparently the wife and daughters haunt the house. And I actually did manage to get a picture of the house that has the ghosts in it, and it even has it, but you can look very closely, and if you look at it very closely, then you can see human-like figures.
Wait, so
They were
you have a picture that you took of that house with a ghost in it?
3 ghosts. I know it's really weird, but
Where did
I managed to catch something for once.
through the windows or like what? Just on the
Yeah, through the windows. And
Dude,
my
you gotta
friend,
send me that photo, man.
I know, and my friend said that her and someone else were going to a park near them, and they started hearing banging and screaming, and they even saw a bloody handprint from the window. But now all that's left from where that hand was a crack. But
Well, going back to the picture, okay? Send it to me.
okay, just a second.
Oh, right now? Oh, dude, I was gonna be like, send it to me like tomorrow or something. But you're okay. Mute your mic. We'll come back to you then. Okay, Ash.
Okay.
All right, so let's go to Sonia. Hey, Sonia's back from England.
Hi.
Hey, what's up? Long time no see.
Yep.
So, what kind of story do you have today?
Well, I've had to slightly change it because the person it happened to doesn't want their name to be mentioned. So.
You don't have to. Never. I mean, I never request their real friggin' names, but just could be anybody. Bob. Let's just call him Bob.
It's a girl.
Okay. Okay. You think of one.
Well, I was about. I think what? This happened about 99, so I was about 6.
Mm-hmm.
And a friend of mine, Hannah, she was having some issues at home, but for about 4 weeks we ended up having what we thought were really strange support teachers. You know, like teachers that would come and support certain students, and they'd follow us to the because if you went to the toilet you had to go in pairs.
Mm-hmm.
In this school, and because we used to always go together, they used to follow us to the bathroom, and then they'd be out at, like at break following us around because we were pretty close at this time, and then strange things were happening outside of school, like there'd be a car slowly following us, or wherever we went there was this same dude just watching us. Then she'd found out her real dad had threatened to come into the school and cause severe harm to actually get to her because he was not a very pleasant person. The people following around were undercover police officers.
What kind of a man was his dad? A criminal or like what? A drug dealer or what?
No, he liked children in a certain way.
Like a pedophile.
Yeah. So, and he'd threatened to kill the headmaster and any teachers what got between him and his daughter.
A pedophile / a serial murderer. How is he allowed on the streets?
It was more his mum was saying he was going to do it, but like we say, he's not exactly the best wired of people. He wasn't even meant to be in the same town as her.
But how was he allowed on the street if everyone knew he was a pedophile?
Well, they kept it hushed up. Well, like we say, she didn't even know he was in town.
Right, but I mean, how is he not in jail though? If everyone, but how would you know then if it was hushed?
I was only told last couple of months. Sort of.
They found afterwards that he was a pedophile. Yeah.
Yeah, all we know, he was pretty violent towards her and her mum and her other siblings.
So
But he was only interested in his own kids, not his wife's, not her mum's new kid, because like he said, he wasn't interested in little bastard.
so wait,
Pardon my language.
he only abused his own children?
I think so, but like she said, when her mum separated from him, she was only about 5 to 6 months old, so she didn't even know her dad.
Okay.
So
Okay. So what happened? So all these cops were like protecting her and stuff. Why don't the cops just arrest the guy? What's going on with that?
because it was mum was well, the father of the mum was hiding him, sort of thing. Like he wasn't actually appearing; they were just getting ready for him to appear.
So the mom was protecting the dad.
No, the dad's mum, so like her grandma
Oh man, it's
on
a
his
confusing
side.
story. Okay, so the grandma's protecting the son,
Yeah,
the abusive father kind of thing. All right.
yeah.
So he would just appear and reappear. So what happened after that, man? Was she free?
Um, well, he did end up turning up to the school, but we were all on a trip, and he ended up getting arrested. And he's
Okay, well
still in.
that's good.
He's still well. She hopes, and concluding to her mum, he's still in jail.
How many kids did he like abuse and stuff? Jesus
I,
Christ.
do, I don't know, but there was a lot of images and stuff and child porn on his computer and videotapes.
Because you're saying this was 1999 and this is 2006. There's 17 years. It must have been
Yeah.
quite a bit for,
Like I said, he could have got out and then ended up doing it again and going to jail. But like she says, she doesn't want nothing to do with it, and neither does any of the other siblings.
How many siblings does she have?
4.
4 of them, and some of them are older or younger.
They're all older.
So have they reported having been sexually abused by the father as well, or?
I think so, yeah, especially the oldest 2 girls.
Fucking, that's insane. It's your own daughter. Fuck. That's
Yeah.
really bad. Like, it just reminds me of that case in Austria where Joseph Fritz, I think that guy's name was, kept his daughter captivated for 25 years. Like, he's a fucking monster.
Yeah.
Christ. Oh my God, I've never had a friend with that kind of experience. So I mean, but it still pisses me off when I hear.
Yeah, but like she said, she was only a baby. It was more, but like she said, it stuck in her head because it was just so freaky. Because when the day after we came back off the trip, she was pulled into class and she was explained, "Oh, we're undercover cops who were just blah blah blah," and like she said, she was just really shocked because like she said, it was creeping her out because anywhere she'd go, there'd be people following her, even to the toilet. So.
What kind of disguises do the cops have? Just like normal civilians kind of thing?
Yeah, there'd be some pretending to be janitorial people, support workers in the class, and just that sort of thing. Some were pretending to be builders because they were having building work done on the house, sort of thing, because they were having a family member who move in with him who was in a wheelchair, so they were making it the wheelchair, it was easier to get into the house, sort of thing. So.
I see. Okay, Sonia, you can stay on the line for now. We might have to kick you out a bit later because there's more people coming in. But thank you for the story, man. It pisses me off. Really, this shit like the child pornography stuff pisses me off so much. Thank you.
I sent you the picture of the house.
I saw it, dude. I'm looking at it right now. It's insane. Look, okay. I'll tell these guys. Look, there's just like a picture of a window, and then there was like 3 white spots or something, and they do look like shapes, dude. I'll probably post this on my Twitter or Facebook, dude. Serious, it creeps me out, but I'm not sure. I mean, they do look like shapes, but I can't confirm if they're ghosts or not because you can't really see a face or anything like that. But they are like 3 distinct, like fogs or smoke or however.
Yeah, ghosts probably come in any form, so they could have.
It could have.
They're kind of transparent, so you can kind of tell that they're not really anybody.
I will post that on my social media, most likely later tonight or tomorrow. Okay, and
Okay, thanks.
I'll show you guys in the stream. It's insane. Okay, look, we have a couple more people. Okay, so let's go to Fun. So I think Fun came in first. I'm pretty sure she did, or he. I'm not sure, dude. If you can just unmute your mic and then we can tell there. Okay, Fun left. Let's go to Dylan. The moment I called on him, he leaves. Dylan, hey, what's up? Dylan.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, how old are you and where are you from?
Well, I'm not really ready to do one yet. So can I just pass on to the next person?
You are you gonna why aren't you gonna do it?
I don't know, I just can't remember anything right now.
Okay, then okay. Bye. Okay, so let's go to Zombie. Zombie. Oh, I think I muted you, dude. Sorry about that, cause oh no, I did not unmute. You can talk. You just unmute yourself, Zombie, and then you can start talking. Pretty sure. We can wait. Okay. Zombie, you're gonna have to fix up your mic, maybe just a little bit. Does anyone have it? Hey, we have Louise. Louise, your camera's on too. Louise. Fuck. Okay, let's just. Well, I'm just gonna read one. So, it's called Paranormal Asylum. So this is also a story from a fan, and then we are going to narrate it from our fan. And this person has been sending me a lot of these stories, so thank you. It's Stone Jedi. It's his story. Let me start off by saying I am a Christian, but I made a horrible decision. I still pray that God will forgive me and allow me to enter heaven. I am a male and I am 16. Here is my experience. It happened a few weeks ago. I was over at a cousin's house for the night. For a while, we were all playing video games from Call of Duty to Outlast. After we got done playing Outlast, we all thought about going to the Old State Mental Hospital to see if we can get some paranormal activity on the video. One of my cousins, Jack, asked if I bought my Ouija board, my pendulum, my candles, and I said yes. After we finished getting everything, Jack said, Corbin, Jack, and I rode our bikes to the Old State Mental Hospital. It was getting dark when we got there, so we were all waiting until it was completely dark out. Once it got dark, we were all trying to find a spot to do the session. Jack found a spot inside. The spot he picked was really creepy. When we got everything set up, it felt like there was a presence that wasn't supposed to be there. We all agreed that it felt like multiple spirits were there. When I turned on my camcorder, the battery died and I know I changed it before we left. So we couldn't get anything on camera. We did the session anyway. We all asked the typical cliche questions like, is anybody there and when did you die? My cousin Corbin said a spell from Necronomicon, okay, that is supposed to increase paranormal activity. After he said the spell, I got really, really cold. We asked if the spirit it was from the asylum, and it said yes. I also forgot to mention, we planned on spending the night there. I asked the spirit, where are you? And it said, I'm in the hallway. I asked the spirit if it would give us a sign, and it said, I am waiting. We went into the hallway, and while we were walking down the hallway, we heard footsteps like they were running towards us. We all saw a figure running towards us. I said, holy shit. I turned on my flashlight, and there was nothing there, but when I turned my flashlight off, I saw it again coming towards us. We found a room, and we all hid there. In the room was a messed up looking bed with no sheets. I hid under the bed, Jack hid in the bedroom, and Corbin hid in the closet. We heard banging on the door. I was closest to the door, so I went to open it. When I opened the door, there was no one there. There was no one in the hallway. And when I closed the door, there was banging again. And I realized, shit, I forgot my rosary. We all decided we have to leave. We got everything we took with us. I threw my Ouija board out the window into the bushes, and the pendulum and everything else, and we rode our bikes back home. On the way home, Jack's bike got a flat tire, so we all walked our bikes home, but on our way home, we saw the same figure. And I found the Necromonicon, I think that's how you say it, in my pocket. And Corbin saw the Ouija board on the sidewalk. I put my initials on the board just in case if something like this were to happen, so that way I would know that if it was my board or not. I looked at the back of the board, and there they were. My initials. We were all scared shitless. We heard footsteps coming from behind us again, and we all ran back home without our bikes. When we got home, we went to bed. Jack and I both woke up in the middle of the night hearing tapping on the window. We were in a safe neighborhood, so it couldn't have been an intruder or something. It couldn't have been a prank because it was 2 in the morning. But after that night, nothing else happened. I will never touch that evil book again. Wow, this is a fucking good story, dude. Jesus Christ, I felt chills. Alright, Sonia, do you have another story? It seems like you do. Let's go back to Sonia.
Woody friend who was a security guard for the local conversion of the psychiatric ward.
Okay, you are a bit, you sound just a bit off, maybe because you're far from the mic or something. You want to come up just a bit closer, if possible? Thank you. Test 1, 2, 3, again?
1, 2, 3.
Okay, that's awesome. Yes.
Well, like I say, we have, technically we have 2 psychiatric wards. One's used as a school, and the other one's being converted into flats. So, obviously, they put security guards because they still have idiots going in, oh, let's record, because there is still some places they haven't started converting, so there's still, like, paperwork on, like, the floor saying, like, what patients and, like, what therapy they had, like, shock therapy and stuff like that. So the parties in, it's the I would say it's where they seclude some of the really mental patients.
Right.
So, like, but it's been pretty much gutted, so there's, like, no doors on anything, so, because obviously they're turning them into flats. I have no idea why. And it keeps hearing, like, a big heavy doors slamming, but there's no possibility there is.
Right. Because
there's no doors on any of the doorways. And then he'll hear, like, because where they stationed him is where all the doctors and the nurses would meet.
Sorry. So you said you would hear slamming of doors, but there was no doors?
Yeah, there's no doors. Like, it was an echo of what was going on
Okay.
when it was active.
Right.
And then he'd hear people talking in the room he was, because, like I say, where he was based, it's where all the doctors or nurses meet, to get information and stuff.
Yes. Like the meeting room kind of thing, or?
Yeah. And he'd hear, like, oh, patient such and such is going down for therapy today, and like you said, there'd be no possibility of that, because they'd have to go past 3 more security guards.
So this was in the middle of the night?
Yeah, like, one, two...
Sorry, was there other people around? Was there...
Yeah, there's other security guards, but they're based on other parts of the... Because, like we say, they still have idiots going, oh, we're going to record here, sort of thing. But, like, they've pulled big chunks of the floor out, because obviously to get rid of the asbestos. So if you do go walking around, you could fall and really severely injure yourself.
Huh.
So they've put security on. But yeah, but he couldn't cut it after a while, because, like he said, then it did, when they started properly gutting the thing, it seemed to escalate. So he could hear screaming, shouting, and he just generally got real bad feelings. Like, every time he was working there, he ended up with a nosebleed.
Yeah.
So, like he said, because he worked for, like, an agency, so he swapped a security job, sort of thing.
So during
Become,
the nighttime, besides the guards, was there like doctors and nurses around, or no?
no, it's closed down. It's like
So it's
it's an
abandoned.
ex. Yeah, they're converting it into flats
I
for
see.
students.
But there were still like sounds from as if it was a hospital or a
Yeah,
med.
yeah.
Ah,
Like you could hear like really old gurneys will have really squeaky wheels going down the hallway. But there'd
right.
be nothing because his bit's been completely gutted to start to be converted.
Wait, so how many colleagues was your friend with during that night, during those nights, kind of thing? How many other people were there?
There was about 6, 7.
So 6, 7 of these guys were like, holy
Yeah,
shit! What I heard in the bathroom, I heard a doctor talking, but like stuff like that.
yeah. Like he'd go because they have like some of the like they got a toilet working for them, so like yeah, he did like him chatting and stuff outside the door because it was one of the old patient rooms, or he'd hear screaming coming from one of the patient rooms, but it sounded muffled like it was behind a big thick door, but there's no doors. It was like you say, he'd never work there, and you couldn't pay him enough money to actually move into any of them flats.
So it was as if like there was doors, but there was no more doors.
Yeah,
There's as if like it was still a mental hospital from the past, like
yeah,
mm,
yeah. But they
that,
do say when you're doing that sort of thing can bring up the energy sort of thing.
right,
So
right.
but it has been sat there. It closed down 18th. I know it was going just after. It was closed down after World War II.
18.
So
Oh, that's like the 1930s or something. 1930s area.
yeah,
Yeah, not 18.
yeah,
Way too long. But I remember you coming last time and telling a story about your friend in a mental.
yeah. She lives in the flat across from it.
Oh, so that
Oh,
was
she did do. Yeah.
you bought a Ouija board into the asylum.
Yeah, no, she did. I didn't. I'm smart enough not to do that.
No, yeah, your friend. So this is a different friend.
Yeah.
Mm,
No, this is my uncle who was working there.
your uncle. Okay, so wow, how all your asylums are haunted. How many do you have in your area?
2.
2 of them.
Yeah. We
And
have the Lancaster Moor Hospital, and I can't remember what the other school is, but that's an Arabic school.
Okay. Yeah, well, thank you for that. Thank you for sharing that story. That's insane. I guess my story kind of reminded you of that, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, thank you. Let's go to Silver Wolf. You said you had one, and then we'll go to Demona, okay? Because I have a feeling Demona's is gonna be pretty long. So Silver Wolf, you said you had a gun story.
Yeah, this was one that my friend told me that she had. So she was at this hotel, she told me, and she said that it was supposedly haunted, but she's not the type to really believe in paranormal that much because she just never thought that any of the stories that people actually told or like the pictures or videos were actually true. But they were in the hotel with her brother and her dad, and she said she started hearing like scratching noises like right above her.
Yeah.
And since her brother had like it was like in a split room, like a wall between the other beds, and so she said that she had scratching above her head, and when she went up to look, there was like this huge black matter figure in the corner of her room. And she got on with the phone with her friends, and she's like, what do I do, what do I do? And her other friends said that she needs to tell it to F off, but she says, I'm not going to do that, it's going to get upset. And then she said the figure moved towards her and was like on, like right next to her shoulder, like breathing on it. And when she closed her eyes, the scratching above her head would begin, but when she opened her eyes, it would stop. So she said that, and she thought it was only in the hotel, and then she would see it following her home from school.
This shadow.
Yeah. She said it was following her from home and that wherever she went, but nobody else could see it. So she thought she might have hallucinations, But when she was going down the stairs when she was home alone one day, she saw it at the corner of the stairwell, and then it pushed her down the stairs, and it ended up like fracturing her leg or something.
Huh?
She fell down the stairs, and they were like wooden stairs,
Yeah.
which I understand that because I cracked my chin open while falling downstairs. And so she didn't know what was happening, but she wanted her parents to like call a priest or move into a different house, but she thought that like moving into another house wouldn't do anything. So her parents didn't believe her since they didn't see anything, so they like she just started like seeing all these other paranormal creatures. And so and hold on. And
All right. Who is that? That's insane. You know, guys, I'm gonna do a video soon about ghosts attacking people. 3 true scary stories of ghosts attacking people, man.
that was my mom.
I guessed. Yeah,
So
man, ghosts attacking people, man. That's insane. So seriously, what the hell, man? I would get like an exorcism or something right away, man. Push her down the stairs.
yeah. Her parents actually started considering her to be schizophrenic because like schizophrenic people like see all the stuff that isn't there. And she started hearing voices like telling her to jump off a bridge. So she started thinking she was going insane.
That sounds more like a mental illness, but yeah.
Yeah, and everything like started getting physical with her. Like they would push her on it daily, and when her parents started seeing it for themselves, their animals started like wanting to go outside, like be outside more instead of being inside, and it was more negative towards her room because that was where she was spending most of her time. And so yeah, they started seeing her push it, and then they slowly started seeing like shadow people on the wall, like the classic shadow people. And then they all were camping, and then they started like she was into creepypastas, and she saw like this really thin creature, which I think is personally like a Wendigo, because she said when it saw her, it was really fast and it like screeched so loud that like it felt like her eardrums bursted. And so she was running through the woods, and then her parents saw the same thing, and then when it saw all of them, it froze, and then it like wrapped up into like a little ball, and then like just started rocking back and forth like someone was like crazy or something. So she thought it was like the rake or something, but then she started like she said that there was like this taller shadow person, like Slender Man, but like just pure black, and nobody in her school would see it. And then one day she just stopped having these experiences when someone else at her school said they saw something. So she thought it might have went on to another person,
Like a
or
tap
it was
to another person.
or she thought it was just her imagination.
But
she,
the thing you were saying is that basically her parents were seeing these things on the wall as well, so it wasn't just her. Okay. Hey, thank you for the story. You can stay here for now. If you have more people, then you guys gotta leave. All right.
All right.
Thank you, Silver Wolf. All right, so we have Demona. Demona, you're back. Hey, what's up?
Hi guys.
Hey, what's up?
So I guess I could tell you like a let's not meet because I actually knew a serial killer.
You knew him personally? Like, you had his contact info, phone number, everything?
Like I knew him personally. He was friends with my friends. He actually hung out at our parties. That whole thing.
How many years ago was this? And do we know him?
I'll send you the link to his information so you can see who it is. But yeah, like the murders that he committed, they were years apart from each other, and there's a third girl that they found recently.
And yeah, he did this when he was in high school towards the tail end. And he used to hang out with friends of mine, and they would have parties. Um, I never trusted the guy because he made me feel sick. Every
Right.
time I was around him, I would get like really big knots in my stomach, and I felt like I was going to throw up any minute. And like the entire time I was anywhere near him, like there was this little voice inside of my head saying, "Don't ever be alone with this guy. Never be alone with this guy." So I always made it a point not to like hang out with him or be around him without other people around. But yeah, it was just I never trusted the guy. I trusted him as far as I could, throw him. And yeah, like recently he was arrested. I want to say about 2 years ago he's arrested, and they found a third body recently, and there might be more girls that he's killed.
Right.
So, but and every time he would talk, it was weird. Like he would start talking, but it's not like. Okay, so when a normal person who talks who's sane, they sound normal to me. But when somebody is like off kilter, like I can hear another voice talking with them, or it sounds like static coming out of their mouth. So I can hear what they're saying, but I also hear static at the same time.
That's
So that was, yeah. So that's kind of like was my indication that like there's just don't go near this person. Don't ever be alone with them. And like I used to tell my friends, I'm like, there's something off about him, guys. Like I just don't trust him. And they're like, oh, it's just because he's weird. And I'm like, yeah, I'm weird. I know a lot of weird people. It's not it's not the normal weird. Like there's something up with him. And then sure enough, like they found all this evidence, and like one of our mutual friends who has the same name as him was like, you know how I felt weird about him? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, by the way, he was arrested for killing 2 women. What? So, and yeah, he was actually a serial killer. So there's probably 4 now. They're not quite sure. There might be 6 total, but they're not quite sure. So,
just out of curiosity, how did he murder these people?
One of the girls was decapitated. They're known as the canal murders. So,
So this is
canal murder.
on Wikipedia.
Yeah. I don't know if it's on Wikipedia, but I can send you the link to the articles that are here in our newspapers in my state, and you can read up on him. And yeah.
Is this in Manchester?
No.
That's something else.
No, this is in Arizona.
Arizona.
So,
okay.
So.
Okay, I can't really find it on Google, but you can send me the link, right?
I will totally send you the link. So yeah, but that was my interaction. Like one time we'd all gone out to the movie theaters, and he was there, and it was afterwards that we were all like starting to disperse because it's time to go home. Everybody's been hanging out, everybody's getting tired.
Right.
And I'm about ready to start like walking towards my car, and one of our other friends was going to leave, and I'm like, can you walk me to my car? And he's like, why? And I'm all, just humor me. He's like, no, this guy's here. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want him walking me to my car. Can you please walk me to my truck? And he's like, okay. And he like does that. And he's like, what was up with that? And I'm like, I'm sorry, but there's something off about him, and I don't trust him. And he's like, well, he's just, no, don't tell me he's harmless. I'm telling you now there's something wrong. And sure enough, they're like, oh crap, you were right. And I'm all, thank you, but I feel bad for the other girls that were killed. So.
How many years apart were the murders spread out from the first point where he was caught?
One of them was 6 years apart.
So when did he start to kill? Right after high school, or during, or before? Like
the tail end of high school. It was like his senior year.
That he started murdering and raping as well, or was it just?
There's been some evidence that one of the girls was most likely raped, but they're not sure about all of them. So because it's been so long since the bodies have been found, and yeah. So.
Yeah, I mean, if you can send me the article, I mean, I would appreciate. I mean, that's insane. Yeah.
So no problem. I will definitely do that towards the tail end of this. So.
Yo, just one more question before you go. So you said you had that ability. That's an interesting ability. You can actually physically hear if this guy's off. He's saying something.
It's been pretty prominent since I was a kid. I can spot child molesters. So, and it's not cool. I mean, it's good because it's like I guess it's an inner. I guess it's like a compass, I guess you could say, or like a beacon or a warning sign. But yeah, it's and that like the more I've been working, because I'm in training right now with my mentor. She's a medium, and
Right.
she's been like helping me fine tune my skills and like hone them. And she's like, yeah, that was warning signs that you were getting from your guides, letting you know that this person is off and not to be around them. But yeah, there was actually a couple friends of our family that were child molesters, and I used to feel like so sick around them and weirded out by them, and I would never want to be alone with them. And
Right.
yeah, and then there's like friends that I went to high school with that were actually rapists. and two of them I'm like, I never trusted this guy, and it turns out, well, duh, it's because they have like bad intentions. And
Right.
yeah, one of them went away for like 10 years, and he had raped 3 girls in high school. So yeah, anyway, sorry. So
Oh no, I
but
mean, this is really interesting. Is there a specific name for this ability, or like?
well, because there's physical mediums because they get impressions,
Right.
and that's what's been explained to me is for my circuit I just get physical symptoms,
Mhm.
and that's like a big sign for me. There's also clairaudience, so that's when you hear things, and that was the other thing that was pointed out to me. Yeah, so I mean I've had good aspects of the abilities, like I've had dreams and they've come true 6 years down the road or 3 years down the road to a T. And it's been like, and some of it, like, the circumstances in the dream don't make any sense. It's like, well, this person is totally anti-sports. Why would we be in a sports store together? And sure enough, 5 years down the road, we're actually in a sports store together. And I remember everything about the dream, and I'm like, whoa, this is weird.
Mhm.
So, but yeah.
Wow, you have a lot of abilities.
It's cool, but yeah, there's good and bad. Like it's still, yeah, it's still. I mean, it's all right, but there's been some friends that I've been like, there's something off with this family member, and they're like, no, and I'm like, no, there's really something wrong with this person, and you should probably not ever let your kids be alone with them. And then some friendships have ended, and then reconnected like 3 years later, like, oh my God, I'm so sorry I didn't listen to you, and I'm like, I feel bad for your kid. So, kind of thing. But yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, tell me which area you live in, and I will avoid that area.
Whatever.
Or your group of friends, dude. Never want to meet you in real life.
No, not all of them are bad. It's just there's
But
good in groups and there's bad in groups.
It's an
So
insane ability. It's like the Dragon Ball Z. Like you're like Piccolo, man. You can sense.
no, I'm not gonna turn Super Saiyan in front of anybody. I promise.
But
So
if you learn to hone these skills, I mean, that is really insane. Serious.
yeah, it'll be good. Like my friend keeps telling me, my mentor keeps telling me, she's like, it'll be less weird for you, and you'll be able to understand the signs a lot quicker instead of like forcing yourself to stick it out and feel so crappy all the time. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Don't feel crappy. Don't feel crappy. Serious. This is amazing. Like I wish. I mean, I kind of wish I wasn't so. I wished I'd never see a ghost. But then some of these abilities are so interesting to me. That's the thing.
Okay, well, thank you. I probably should go though. But thank you for having me on here. I really appreciate
Thanks for coming on again, Demona.
Time.
Always appreciate you coming back. Thank you.
Bye. You're welcome.
Right. So we have Chose None 2003. You've been here a while, dude, and I sent you a link a while back. I saw you were nervous in the chat. Don't be nervous, dude. It's just casual as hell here. What's up, bro? How old are you, dude?
Hey, I'm 12.
All right, very young. So what kind of a story do you have, dude?
It's kind of like so. Wait.
What's going on? Is it a ghost story or is it a?
It could have been like a murder story, maybe.
What happened?
So there's like a park down the street from where I live. Usually me and my friends go there all the time.
Right.
So on this day, this was actually just like last year, me and one of my friends, I don't think I should name them, We went this park is like surrounded by woods, and there's like two little paths. One of the paths leads to a school.
Yeah.
So one day we took that path, and one of my other friends lives near that school, and we went to go get him to see if he would come out and do stuff with us.
Right.
When we got to his door, he said that he would not come out because he was playing Wii or something like that.
Right.
1 second.
Nope. Continue. What are you doing?
Oh, my friend's just calling me on Messenger.
Can you turn that off, please?
No, I can't talk right now, man.
No. I do that on my stream, dude. Come on.
Okay, I gotta go now.
All right, dude. Serious. Hey.
Hey, sorry about that.
Okay, that's fine. Just continue with your story, please.
So he said he wasn't coming out. So me and my friend, we went back the same way. We went back to the same trail that we went before. It was going all well, and then we heard someone scream something,
Mm-hmm.
and me and my friends, not being stupid, we just instantly ran. We ran to the park that was not the school, and we saw like people there. So we were just happy to be back with civilization again.
What do you think the scream was? Was it like a demonic scream or like a girl being attacked? Like what kind of scream?
It sounded like someone just screaming something at us. I think it was completely normal. But I think if I didn't run fast enough, I could have been killed.
Yeah, I mean, if it was like a serial killer or like Freddy or something, you would have been murdered or something.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't be able to outrun him.
I mean, you're very young, dude. You're 12, so you shouldn't be roaming the streets at night, anyways, man. Play your video games, dude. Come on.
Actually, that was in the day.
Oh wow, that's pretty creepy then. Just randomly, it could have
My
been.
friend, we were on our way back to my house, and my friend said he turned around and saw a dark figure right behind us.
All right. Whoa. What's going on with the? Okay, thanks, bro. Is that the end of the story, or is there more? Seems like the end.
Yeah, I highly doubt that my friend saw a shadow, but yeah, it's basically all.
All right, thanks, man. Thanks for coming. Hey, it wasn't that bad, right? You're on the internet.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. I guess.
Thank you for
You're welcome.
showing up today. All right, so we have Jill, and then I'm not sure if Louise wants to tell their story. If not, then maybe come back next week because we're almost out of time. And then we have Pharaoh to end off the stream. So let's go to Jill. Jill, hey, what's up? You're back.
Hello. Yeah, sorry. I had my phone taken away, so I couldn't go on live stream for a while.
Yeah, you haven't been here a while, man. I thought you just MIA on us. What kind of story do you have?
Well, actually, I have like 4 different stories, but they're
Let's do
kind
one
of
tonight.
short.
Let's
And
just do
they're
it tonight.
recent.
All right. I gotta study for my exam.
Oh, good luck with that.
Thanks. I don't need luck. Just kidding. I do. So what kind of a story? Is it?
Oh, I guess I'll tell the one that's I was home alone. You know, I was just chilling, whatnot, and then I went to go grab food from the kitchen. And remember, I don't know if you remember this, but I was like one time I had seen my mom, but she wasn't actually walking into the kitchen. Like there was no one there.
Doppleganger
Yeah.
effect. Yeah, what's up?
When I was walking to the kitchen, I was like looking down at the floor while I was walking, and I guess it was kind of like out of my peripheral vision, but out of like more of my upper vision because I was looking down.
Yeah.
I saw her standing there, and I was like, when did she get home? And I looked up fully, and there was no one there. And I was like scared because there was literally no one else in the house.
Did that happen again to you or what?
Yeah, that just happened maybe last week or something.
Yeah.
Scared the crap out of me.
Yeah. So that happened to you again, once again. Same thing.
Yeah.
Have you told your mom? Has she seen similar things? Like, oh, I thought I saw Jill, but then it was like nothing or whatever.
I told her, but she's just like, I don't I don't know what to tell you, but I don't think she actually believes me.
Yeah. So that's the story? Just that one time?
Yeah, but then there's also really quickly when I was home alone again, I think it was either last week or the week before that.
Hmm.
I was walking out of the bathroom and there was nothing that would, be even near my shoulder, but I literally felt someone grab my shoulder as I was walking out.
Did you turn around?
Yeah, I turned around and I was like, "What?" Like what just happened? And there was nothing that would hook onto my shoulder like that or anything, and it felt like someone just grabbed me.
It felt like a hand.
Yeah.
Nothing. That is quite creepy. And were you? That's a weird question, but were you naked when you walked out? Like just had a towel around you, or were you fully clothed?
Oh, I had like a spaghetti strap thing on.
But then you
So
felt like the hand touch your skin, right?
yeah,
So it was like a physical, warm human hand kind of thing, or was it cold or what?
it was like it wasn't like warm. It was like the same temperature as me. So like, if you were to feel something around the same temperature, it just kind of, you can tell it feels warm-ish, but it's not really. It's like
But the
room
point was it
temperature, I
felt like
guess.
human skin. Was that?
Yeah.
That's fucking creepy, dude. Yeah.
And that's never happened before, but like ever since I was talking, I can't remember his name, but Pharaoh knows who I'm talking about.
Edith?
Ever since we talked to him, like I think 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
and I started to like try and um, meditate and all of that stuff and try and develop everything that I can that I have. That stuff has been going on.
Maybe stop it or something, or I mean, I'm not sure what the point of it is, but maybe consult them back again on why that's happening.
Yeah.
All right, so thank you, Jillian. We have Pharaoh last, and then we'll end the stream. And Pharaoh, I'm giving you 10 minutes. Hopefully, it'll be enough.
Um, hopefully I can do it in 10 minutes. But she was talking about Eon just now.
Yeah, I was thinking about because you guys were on a stream or something.
Yeah, that was him.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what kind of okay, so we'll go to Pharaoh. Hopefully 10 minutes, but I'm thinking not. But we'll give you the last story of the stream, and we'll end it.
I'll try. I'll try and rush it. I'll
No,
tell you
no,
what's
no,
going
no,
on.
don't rush it, don't
Yeah.
rush it. Just saying, just saying.
Okay. The story is said from a male's perspective because it's my husband.
All
One of
right.
his stories. Okay. As he going to school, he walks around the corner from his house to go to the bus. There's this older guy sits on the porch. In New Orleans, we speak to everybody. Hey, how you doing, sir? How you doing? Yeah, hey, young man, how you doing? On the way coming back, he would see that older guy and a couple of other older guys on their porch on the same block, which is right around the corner from the house. He speaks to all of them. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? So one day, the one older guy who's always there by himself in the morning time sit here and told him, he said, "You Dot, son, huh? Tell Dot I said hi." And he was like, yeah, okay, all right. So he went home and told his mom. He said, they got some old man around the corner. They got a bunch of old men always sit on the porch around there. They're all real nice. They say hi, whatever. And this guy, he told me to tell you hi. I don't know who he is. He just told me to tell you hi. Told her how he look and everything. And she said, "Oh, that's your parent." And he said, "My what?" He said, "Your parent." He said, "What's a parent?" He said, what he's supposed to be there just because my paw ran off, and if I need somebody to talk to, I'm supposed to talk to him or something. He said, she said basically, yeah, but it's somebody who, like, when you were born, that person christened you, saying that if anything ever happened to me, they'll, take care of you or whatever. And she said, "Oh, I have a paran." I heard people talk about stuff like that, Nana and paran, somebody christened me. I didn't know I had a paran. Why you didn't tell me that? I could at least pass and say hi to, I say hi to him, but I can spend some time with him and maybe get to know what men's supposed to know since I don't have a dad. And, like you said, since my pa ran off, he could be teaching me something. So he actually, when he passed by the guy again, he said, "My mama told me who you are." And he said, "Yeah, well, that's why I was letting you know that I know. And, just in case you need somebody to talk to, you can pass over here, come spend some time with me, sit down and talk and chill or whatever. And he said, "Okay, well, I got to go to work right now, but I'll see you later. So he went back to go and see the guy later on, sit down and chill and talk to him, get to know him or whatever. and he spoke to the other gentleman because it was in the evening. Spoke to the other gentleman who was across the street, just sitting on the porch or whatever, you know. And instead of these people going to each other's houses, talking to each other in New Orleans, people yell across the street, you know, hey, what's up, you know, this and that, blah blah blah, you know. He said, oh Lord, wait till that little dude find out what you about. He gonna run his ass from over there, you know. And he's like, what the hell? What are you talking about? Man, they just jealous. They just hating because they don't have nobody to come visit them, and I got somebody to come visit me and everything. He's like, oh, okay, yeah. That's what you continue. There's some lies you can tell that man, you know. So he sat there and talked to him, get to know him and everything, chilling and everything, and ask him about himself, you know. Okay, why you here by yourself, you know? And he told him, well, I was married, you know, had me a little wife and everything, and stayed with her all these years or whatever, and she wound up dying actually, you know, a few years back. And he said, you know, what you mean she died? You know, he said, you know, just cancer or something like that, you know, just died off. And he asked him about his life, so he told him that where he worked at, and that he had retired and stuff like that. He said me and my wife kind of started getting into it a little bit, you know, because she wanted me to continue working because she wanted to do some other things and open her own business and this and that. And he said, so you telling me when retirement age came, when you finished the years at the job that you was at, you decided you just don't want to work no more. You know, you just stopped working. And, you know, if this lady wanted extra money to, you know, run a business or open up a business so y'all can have money constantly, you know, coming in, you didn't want to work no more just because you already accomplished your goal of buying this house that you in, this little bitty house that you in, and you just stopped working for her. He said, well, you know, sometimes, man, women are just working to death, man. Golly, I just wanted to relax, you know. Say, okay, but, you know, you relax, but what you living off of over here? He said, y'all didn't have no kids? And he said, yeah, we had a few kids, you know. He said, okay, well, you know, so they get jealous because your kids come over here and visit you? He said, no, they don't come over and visit me. You have kids and your kids don't come visit you. You know, he said, why your kids don't come visit you? I don't know, man. You know how kids are, man. Kids get grown. They don't feel like being bothered with you. They just move on with their life, you know. And he's like, oh, okay, you know. And so he said, okay, well, I'll talk to you later. He went home, and his mama and grandmother started bothering him, bugging him, asking him about, oh, so what happened? What he gave you? What you mean, what he gave me? You know, they wanted to know how much money he gave him. Say he ain't give me no money. You know, he said he ain't even offer you no money. He said, yeah. Well, he asked me if I needed anything. I told him no. You know, I work myself. I said, man, you stupid, man. Get the money. Just get the money and bring it home to me. He said, I'm not taking no money from that man. You know, the man's supposed to be teaching me some knowledge, some wisdom, you know, from older folks or whatever. That's what I'm going to learn. You know, just send me over there. That's the reason why you finally told me who he is. You know, because you want to send me over there and, you know, get me to get money from that man and everything. Hell no, I'm not getting money from that man. I don't want nothing from him. You know, I just want some wisdom, you know. And it was like, yeah, all right, you just be stupid, you know. So he goes over there again, you know, sit down, chilling or whatever one day. And they had a little girl passing by and you know, in front of the door or whatever. And he sat there and told him, he said, see a little girl right there. He said, hey, wait, what's up, little girl? How you doing, young lady? Yeah. And then the little girl smiled at him and everything. And he said, I'll talk to you later. And he said, you know, he asked him, he said, what you mean talk to her later? What y'all, you know, you be teaching the young girls how to handle business around here? He said, man, look, let me tell you something. He said, anytime you want to. He said, you a virgin? And he said, what type of question is that? You know, he said, because I can get that taken care of right now. All you got to do is shadow them out a little chump change or whatever, you know. Hey, I can get you taken care of. He said, so you telling me your ass stop working, you don't do shit with your life, none of your kids come visit you, and what you do is sit your old ass on this porch and be paying little girls, you know, you being a pedophile actually, but paying them so they allow you to do it and don't go tell their parents, you know, for sex. And you telling me you can get her to come do something for me for little money you about to throw at her. Yeah. Man, could you stop and smiling like you think this shit is fucking funny? This what the hell you do with your life? I see why your fucking kids don't come visit your stupid ass. And he started yelling at him, and he went out on the porch. He said, don't you ever call me again. I'm happy your ass ain't never tell me who in the hell you are. You know, he said, if you ever die, trust me, I ain't even showing up to your funeral because your ass ain't even worth it. He said, because I'm sitting up here trying to wait till I get older to get me a virgin. And the reason why I don't have none, because all y'all pedophile ass old men out here paying little girls and taking all the little girls. And they say, oh, no, don't put us in there. Don't put us in there. What we were saying is wait till you find his ass out. That's the reason why he's there every morning. We go to work. You see us in the evening sitting out here chilling after we come from work, get us a little beer and everything. We ain't into that shit. We know exactly what your pa ran into. Don't sit up here and be putting that on us. That's his ass out there doing that. And he say, thank y'all for at least trying to warn me, bro. I appreciate that. I knew y'all had, because can't nobody just be lying and just saying bad shit about you just to be saying bad shit. And you talk about because they jealous because they see me over here. Y'all ain't got to be jealous no more. He gonna sit his pedophile ass right there. And his ass ain't gonna sit up here and ever see me again. About a month later, the dude died. And then he didn't find out until like a week after the funeral. And when they sit here and told him about it, and the grandmother, he told the grandmother and the mom, he said, why you didn't tell me? I know I told him I wasn't gonna show up to his funeral, but I would have showed up, But that's all it is. It's one of those pedophile stories, just letting you know how these men be messing over these little girls. See, that was quick. Was that less than 10 minutes?
How old was the man?
Oh man, this dude was like 60 years old at the time. And he out there paying little girls who are under the age of 18. Jesus. And my husband just got so mad because only thing he started thinking is, I'm a virgin. I'm trying to save myself for a virgin. How can I find a virgin if y'all out here doing what y'all doing? It was just messed up. See, quick story, huh? All right.
Yeah, I agree.
That's a record breaker for me, right?
All right.
All right.
Let's do I guess like a 2-minute Q&A then. I guess we'll do a 9-10 one. So anybody have any questions for me? Pretty tired, but how do I join? You can't join tonight anymore. Sorry, no more stories. Join hopefully Wednesday. I'll update you guys. Check my Facebook and Twitter, dude. Sometimes, yeah. Sorry, been busy. So, any questions, Q&A for me or anybody on the stream? You guys are welcome to ask, dude.
He lives in Canada, he said. They have somebody on the stream over here asking, where do you live?
Oh, okay. How'd you see that? Yeah, Canada.
It's a little chat on the side of the actual video that we're on.
Yeah, I'm checking that. It says, what is your opinion on Slenderman's tentacles? I don't know, man. I don't know.
What? That's my question to you. Why do you read those stupid comments that they make? Why do you even try answering those? Like the one who asked you, have you ever ate poop? Remember last time? I can't believe
it's funny. It's funny. It entertains me. It entertains me, guys. Can you give us info on tomorrow's video? Yeah. No, it's just gonna be like an explanation why the live streams have been crazy and just an update on my life. How was your day? Really tired, really busy and stuff.
What does your girlfriend think about what you do with this with the video?
She loves it. She loves it. But she loves the fact that I do YouTube, but doesn't love the fact that I do ghost stuff. Okay. Do you believe in demons and spirits? Definitely, because I narrate so many stories. What's your background? Oh, I'm Chinese. Yeah, I'm Chinese. Chink. Do you drink coffee? Yeah, I'm drinking tea right now, though. I like both. So, if you ever meet me, buy me a cup of coffee. How often do you dream? Not really. I don't really dream, man. Unless I'm really stressed, I'll have a dream about stressful things, like a test or something. How's life? Yeah, man. Busy. Tired. Okay. Sorry, guys. Today's a short one. See you guys hopefully Wednesday, but I'll update you guys on my Twitter and Facebook, man. And download my app. My app's on the side of the homepage, so you can go download it for any phone, Apple or otherwise. Bye.